Hi, welcome to my new subscribers and my recent subscribers and my longtime subscribers. Welcome. Glad you're here. And thank you. My name is Loretta Ann, and I've come to understand after a lifetime of quiet listening that I walk between realms, between worlds, not as a psychic, not as a seer, but as something rarer, a medium of memory, feeling, and ancestral presence. Messages don't shout their way to me. They arrive like a breeze that won't leave the room. A phrase that echoes too many times to be coincidence. A knowing that lands before words ever form. My mother's tarot is a space born of lineage, my own, and the collective threads we all carry. Here I share readings shaped by intuition, soul work, and the language of archetype. My goal is not to predict your future. It's to hold space for you to recognize your own inner truth when it rises to meet you. You won't find theatrics here, but you may find yourself, and I welcome you. Hi. I hope you're doing really well today. So I'm going to do a reading, but first, housekeeping, maybe it's called. I'm not sure. This is to remind anyone that's interested that there is a session this Sunday, the 13th of July, on Zoom. It's over Zoom, titled I Have Come to Understand, a Tarot Workshop for Inner Healing. Now, this session Sunday is an overview of the workshop that begins in August, the first Sunday of August. And I'm going to read the little diddly on it. I want you to join us Sunday, July 13th, for an introduction to a soulful tarot workshop led by Loretta Ann, creator of Mother's Tarot on YouTube. Through tarot, I invite everyone into a compassionate process of reconnecting with our inner psyche selves, the parts we've had to hide or forget, the parts of us we often silence to survive. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned reader, this workshop offers a deeply personal way to use your tarot practice or just your tarot cards for healing and self-integration. And so the session is about a 6-week journey that begins in August. It offers a chance to experience the heart of the work and see if it's right for you. That's what Sunday's about. It's 11 o'clock Pacific. So that's a noon Mountain, 1 Central, and 2 Eastern. And to join the session, you just bring up your Zoom, hit the join button, and you will need the access or the ID code. First, they're going to ask you for the ID number. And that number is 597-851-4126. Then it will ask you for a passcode. The passcode is capital V. V is in Victor, small W as in whale, small U as in unfold, the number 7, capital F as in Frank, capital Z as in 0. Okay, so the passcode, capital V, small W, small U, then number 7, big F, big Z. Okay, that's all you need. July 13th. Once again, 11 Pacific time zone, noon Mountain, 1 Central, 2 Eastern. Okay, there you go. And let's see, now I've got, I was going to try, I'm trying out Eventbrite. It's where you can hold different things, uh, events for workshops or whatever, you know. So I wanted to try it out. So I set up a time on July 24th at 11 a.m. Pacific, again, same time zones. And this one, I had this up here. Oh, yeah. This one is for working with the mala beads. We're doing a chant. All right. It's a mantra of identity, remembrance, and embodiment. It affirms that you are not separate from the divine current. You are the love you seek, the love you give, the love that midwives others into wholeness. So the mantra is, I am that love. Okay. So that's what that's about. Because when we get that thought out there in the ether and that level of frequency going, the vibration from it, it heals. All right. At the very least, it heals the self. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. I was going to publish it this morning. And I thought, I'll, instead of using Zoom, I thought, well, I'll use the StreamYard because they had the little, you can do short videos, right? Well, they changed the rules. You can't do that no more. So I have the thumbnails created. And so I'm thinking tomorrow I'll do the videos again because it's how I start my day every morning with my daily intention or prayer, and then the mala beads, the chant. So, and that helps me. And I believe, I know it'll help you too, if you choose it. Okay, so today's reading, there's a lot of talk about Texas. Okay, the floods in Kerr County, Texas. You see, Kerr County, Texas, it didn't have to happen because there was a decision regarding life-saving flood sirens. You know, Biden was in office, Texas is red, clutching the pearls. We're not going to take his Democratic money. Yeah. So the money was either declined or misused. So I'm going to do a trajectory reading. This is the trajectory is a 15 card. If you've been here a while, you've seen me do this before. So it shows us the current present path, which is the first triad. Okay, about Texas. Then it will show, so it shows the present, first triad. And then the second triad is the current trajectory Texas is on. All right. And we're going to look at Texas and see which way they're headed currently. There's an alternative path, which is a third triad. Then there's a fourth triad, and the triads are groups of 3 cards. That's 15 cards. The internal psychological factors is the fourth triad. Should be interesting. And then the fifth triad is the external karmic factors. So I'm going to shuffle, and then I'm only out the cards. All right. I hope you're all doing really good. I know it's quite cray-cray, but you need to clear your space, your head, your mind, your thoughts, your essence. Everybody has got a different way of doing that. So whatever it is that helps you feel restored, does it take a good book? Does it take getting your hands in the soil and planting something? Or maybe you love collecting rocks, looking for rocks on the beach. I know I love that. I love it. And it disengages me from whatever crazy is going on around me, different things, maybe you just need to take a walk to clear your mind. Whatever it is, take real good care of yourself every day to spend time clearing your essence, So, because other people's stuff likes to glom onto us. So you ground yourself by clearing yourself. Do deep breathing. That'll clear you. Picture your chakras, each one of them spinning evenly, beautifully. Whatever works for you. We are all different, greatly different. So I want you to think about that. Hone in on whatever it is for you. I know frequently I have to move furniture in the apartment, because I do live in an apartment, and it clears the energy. Or take pots and pans, clang them together, walk around your space, just clang in it, say, "Leave me, you icky energy, negative energy, be gone," and clang the pots and pans. Boop, boop, boop. Some people think you need to open a window or door to shove it all out. Energy is not stopped by walls. So just bang away, clear it, declare your energy is clear, full of love and bright light, and all the negative energy just be gone. It cannot stay where it's not wanted. If you don't want it, chase it out. Bang, clank, bang, pans together if you have to. I have bells. I have, I've got a few things I use. Burn some sage if you want, or lavender, whatever it is that works for you. But find what works for you and utilize it every day to help yourself. Okay. All right. Let's get going with Texas here. What is the trajectory for Texas? Now, I'm not going to ask if it's pink, blue, or purple, red, black, brown, whatever. Okay, I'm going to do 4 shuffles here. First, make sure we clear the cards. Okay, I'm going to do 4 shuffles. And we just want to see where Texas is going. The Homeschool Tarot Society, we read on it last night, wondering, is it going to be blue? Will it turn blue by midterm? Consensus is yes, but I thought for sure after that winter, where Cruz was heading to the islands, and Abbott, I don't know where he hightailed it to, and they reelected him. I really was dumbfounded over that. So I just want to read on the trajectory of Texas, What's its present what's its present mindset? All right. What's its current trajectory of the energy of Texas, present energy, current trajectory of its energy, alternative path, the psychological factors is fourth triad, and then the external karmic factors, fifth triad. Okay, last two shuffles. Last two shuffles. Our last shuffle now. This is the last shuffle. Now we'll pull them off the top. All right. And I am using the consultant. Hello. All right. I put a GoFundMe page up for it. So first card out. Ace Wands. Got some life. Present. That's first triad. Okay. Who the second card is. Two Pentacles. We've got a balancing act going on. And the third card. Ten of Cups. Interesting. Today's the 10th of July. I find that interesting. Okay, now we're going to loop them around. Remainder of the cards getting laid out now. So we got me. I got to follow the loop here. We go in circles. Okay, right like that. Okay. And then Stephanie. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 13. 15. Okay. Shadow card is the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is shadow card. I'm at 23% of the GoFundMe. Trying to get enough money together to do a bulk order of 50 decks so I can let them know others have them at a decent price. Okay. So if we read this, so we've got the Ace of Wands, and then it moves to the Pentacles. So it could mean we've got, well, evidently this is all bound up with that camp that got washed away. Was it church thing? Founders? I'm not real sure about all that, but the querent or the first triad right now. So the Ace of Wands go first, followed by the Pentacles, and then the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups, promise from God, the bottom line. Contentment, bright future, ultimate happiness. Ultimate happiness. So anyway, that's what we got. The first triad, the current energy. I guess I find it a little odd. They haven't found all the bodies yet, found all the missing people yet. Okay, all right. But that's what I've got. And then let's see, the current trajectory, the second triad. So we read that from left to right. So we start with the Three of Pentacles, which is collaboration. And then we have the World card, which is consummation, fulfillment, triumph. And then the Ten of Wands. You see, the thing is, on my Ten of Wands, and the Consultant Tarot, we got the end in sight is the last notation about obligation and burden and hard work, end in sight and travail. You gotta remember, this is a Christian path through there that blood went through. So, second triad, whoops, let me go like this. The second triad is the current trajectory. So there's planning. They don't look too shook up about this. I mean, they just don't. But then, when you've got real staunch people of faith, it doesn't surprise me. All right. So the alternative path, and this reads from right to left. Okay. So we've got the Six of Swords, journey, moving on, period of transition, calmer waters ahead, good time for travel. Okay. That's the first one. And then we've got Temperance. Temperance is about balancing elements because people are bound by the laws of the earth and natural laws. All right. And then, so the third card in that triad is the Nine of Wands, which is about resilience and being defensive, protective. It's about the test of faith and prepared for battle. So this feels like it's just part of their playbook, their Armageddon playbook is what this is feeling like. The energy that I'm picking up. Oh, that's the energy that I'm picking up. And then we have the internal psychological factors, the fourth triad, which reads from right to left. And we have Three of Cups. Okay. Happy, happy, joy, joy, harmony, community, celebration, camaraderie, and sincere allies. It's important. And we have the Page of Cups next. She's a poetic dreamer, messenger, and she brings news. This is about connecting people and lives. Okay. And then the moon. Hidden aspects. Illusion, lunacy, mystery, dichotomy, and the cyclical nature of life. Yeah. But here we go. Huh. This is this internal psychological factors. I was born into the Roman Catholic institution. I know a little bit about cults. And the external karmic factors, the fifth triad, reading from left to right. Ten of Swords, first one up. Crisis, blessing, revenge, betrayal, and painful ending. Then we have Ace of Swords, valiance, conquest, new conflict, intellectual clarity, new and clear ideas. It's the karmic factors. And the last card is the Chariot, about momentum, control, direction, willpower, determination, and transportation. I've also got the prediction deck out too. We're going to place on top of this. Whoops, there we go. There we go. External karmic factors. See, it feels like coming from the cult aspect of religious. It doesn't feel like a big shakeup. Yeah, some people are crying over this. Some people are feeling like this is their some kind of badge of honor. I don't know. That's what it's feeling like. I mean, yeah. So if we, yeah, let's do this. Okay. So the first card I'm pulling up is from the first triad, right? Just a little visual something here. Second triad. Third triad. Fourth triad. It's just a little, it's, I don't know why I'm supposed to pick something up here, right? Okay. So what Spirit's picking out here? So we're looking at the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Wands, the 9 of Wands, the 3 of Cups, and the 10 of Swords. So this is like a spiritual, well, it's not, but in in whoops, in messed up. Let's see which one this come from. All right. Yeah. Yeah. 10 of Cups, 10 of Wands, 9 of Wands, 3 of Cups, and Swords. Because, and then the shadow card is Queen of Wands. She's confident, nature lover, public speaker, professional. She's intuitive. The power of attraction. I mean, she's other things too, but for the sake of this deck, I'm looking at the people characters. You know, promise from God. They can see the end in sight. You're standing their ground, their community. Yeah, painful ending, but a blessing nonetheless for them. Okay. Me. Yeah. Let me see what the predictions. I'm gonna pull the predictions deck out. Yeah, probably doing that time. Hmm, not too bad. And after I do this, I'm gonna pull a Palladian Oracle to cleanse our palette. Some real words, wisdom. And then, okay. So I'm gonna pull 5 prediction cards, one on each triad. Okay, like a clarifier on each triad. Yeah, let's do that. Because Texas ain't nothing if that ain't political, right? Okay. Mm. So, oh, technology, technology. Really? Okay, the trajectory. Spirit, the oversoul. How about the oversouls of Texas? I will call on the oversouls of Texas. All right. The prediction deck. Clarifier. On the Ace of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Cups. asking for a clarifier in the first triad, right? Which is the Ace of Wands, Two of Pentacles, and Ten of Cups. Clarifier on the first triad with Texas. Okay. Coerce manipulation. Okay. Par for the course, isn't it? Coerced manipulation. Because we are corrupted programming from the neck up since birth for over 2,000 years. Over 2,025 years, actually. Okay, second triad, which is the current trajectory. And we've got, let's see, reads from left to right. So we've got Three of Pentacles, collaboration, World card, Triumph, fulfillment, masterpiece, consummation, supreme balance, and the Three of Cups, harmony, community, celebration, camaraderie, sincere allies. That is the current trajectory. Of course, they're working together on this too, getting that all. Okay. So what is clarifier in their current trajectory? We got spreading and mutating. Well, I guess that would make sense if, because they have flash floods there. And there's going to be more with no alarm systems. Because Biden tried to provide it. And the current one, he's dismantling everything. So, what is the clarifier on the alternative path? Reads from right to left. We've got Six of Swords, so sailing into calmer waters, followed by Temperance, balancing elements, and then the Ten of Wands, which is the end in sight. A burden, hard work, but still end in sight. Clarifier. Resigns and leaves office. The alternative path. Interesting. Okay, now the internal psychological factors, the fourth triad. Reads from right to left. That's where we've got the Nine of Wands. Standing his ground because it's a test of faith. We got the Page of Cups. Poetic dreamer. Bringing message and news. And then the Moon. With its hidden aspects. Illusion, lunacy, mystery, dichotomy, cyclical nature of life. These are the internal psychological factors of the fourth triad, and the clarity for this group. Rockets. SpaceX. Rockets, SpaceX. That's a little futuristic, isn't it, for Texas? Ooh. Okay, so this is the one I drawn from the top. Rockets, SpaceX, which I think Elon, right? But he's been rumbling. He's got that American party on it. And the shadow card for that clarifier is public life burnout. Again, Elon. So maybe Elon's going to be, we'll have to, keep an eye, see. Okay, now the fifth triad clarifier. We read it from left to right, which is Ten of Swords, then the Ace of Swords, followed by the Chariot. So, painful, yep, but also new conflict, new ideas, new clarity, and momentum, like the Seven Chariot. They might be ready to actually make a change. Maybe, right? Let's see what that one clarifier is. Military action? Really? External karmic factors. Military action. Ooh, but then the shadow on this one is classified knowledge. So those two kind of go hand in hand, don't they? It's going to get interesting this month. We're not even halfway through it. This is the 10th. Keep your eyes peeled. Well, not every, take care of yourself first, your own little psyche. Okay? Don't get all caught up in all that so you're getting palpitations and stuff over it. Don't do that. Take care of yourself. My heart goes out to all of you in Texas. You get caught up in something just okay. All right, now we're going to do our last card, Palladian Oracle. Cleanse our palette. Give us guidance. Asking for guidance from the oversouls, from the stellar beings of the universe, the Palladians. Guidance, please. Send us up. Palatable, loving, future looking, forward thinking, pleasing. Okay, here we go. What we got? We've never pulled this before. Rooted light. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. My, oh my, look at that. Okay. So I'm going to read that one. Rooted light. Rooted light. Here we go. Here we go. Rooted light. Breathe deep into your sacred essence and receive the transmissions of galactic source into your root chakra. See yourself as a tree of life with its antenna branching out to the universe. but your roots anchoring into the soil or anchoring into the soul of the soil. Because this sacred tree of life that is able to touch the higher galactic planes, but anchored through your daily earth living via your human self, this is the way of mastery that alters your entire reality. This is the way of rooted light, which facilitates for codes from distant galaxies to enter your plane and intermingle with all subatomic particles in order to completely transform your existence. What we need right now on Earth are not floaters, but trees of light that seed new ideas, visions, and make your planet the Garden of Eden it was intended to be. This card indicates that it is time to activate your mastery. It is time to become the living representative of higher consciousness. The Rooted Light card is a very special card in this deck, only appearing when your full mastery is ready to be shown for the world to see. Now is not a time to play it safe, but understand the temporariness of life and allow for what you know, who you are, and how to act, to be fully engaged without doubts, fear, or any lower emotions getting in the way. Step into your divine mastery and show the world who you truly are. This card often comes as a shake-up for the reader that you have been too hard on yourself and the negative self-talk is not supporting your mission. Know for every step of courage you take forward, only then does the universe reveal more of itself. This experience of life wants your mastery, but only you and yourself can walk through this sacred door. Root to your inner light. Be the living master and transform your life to transform all aspects of your reality. Oh, that's beautiful. And when it mentioned the sacred door, if you attend Sunday, there's a sacred space behind a sacred door. In the recesses of our hearts that I will be speaking to and about. And I hope you will come. You know, maybe it's for you, maybe it's not for you, but do come and find out. Okay. All right. I love you all. Thank you for being here. Remember to love yourself, love the others, and be the light. Because you are the light. You are the light. All right. Take really good care of yourself. And I will see you in the next video, if not on Sunday, which I hope to. All right. Bye-bye for now. Love you. Take care of yourself.